rebels and creatives. Welcome to a world where art knows no bounds and creativity is the ultimate currency. Join us as we dive into the world of art, music, fashion, culture, and more. So let's meet the rebels who are making it happen.
What's going on? It's Addy Mac. We're in Sound Control Studios. Artist, producer. I'm here with Rez. We about to just give y'all a little bit of insight of what I do.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, that's why you let me smoke before the interview.
You know, get you relaxed.
Oh yeah. Addy Mac. What am I doing?
Hey, I just took a shot. I stick around, see if it lands.
I met him through Lil Mo, and I didn't know how to open her car door. This nigga was cracking up as if I drive, what is it, a Rolls Royce?
She got a color, man.
Like I drive that every day. Nigga, my shit, I just open it and get out. So I'm sitting here in the car like, yo, I really gotta say it out loud. I don't know how to close the door. Shit. This nigga over here, he already know this. He already know I don't know what to do. So he made me say it out loud. This nigga, he busts out laughing and go, all you gotta do is just press the button, man. Yo. All right, so listen. Let's just get right to it. Please let the world know what you do.
I do a little bit of everything with music. I started out producing and, being an artist. And then from there, I kind of moved into like management positions. So I've been doing management and still doing, my music, what I love to do. So I've been able to do both. God's blessed me with the opportunity to just do everything I love to do and get paid for it. So can't complain.
So how did you get into it?
Honestly, the probably one of the main reasons I started rapping like back in the day. Like we would do it in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like in the lunchroom or, we'd be smoking and shooting dice in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? Freestyling, doing, anything to stay out of class and shit like that. But I got into it like, cause I'm thinking like, okay, I can like get this money, be a famous rapper, you know what I'm saying?
Women, cars,
yeah, all the wrong reasons.
The hoes.
All the wrong reasons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think we all want a piece of that lifestyle.
This chair squeaky as shit. Well, go ahead.
I met you obviously through Lil Mo. Can you give us a little background on how you guys met?
I knew a couple of people that she knew, but particularly her road manager at the time had moved from Atlanta out here, and he was looking for something, and somebody was like, yo, you need to holler at this, So he had hit me up and we had linked up, a couple times, and then he just hit me out the blue and was like, yo, like, you trying to roll to Atlanta? I got to take Mo to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? You want to roll? And I was like, yeah, bet, I ain't doing shit, So just went with them and rolled, and I kind of just stayed ever since, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, did, produced, wrote songs, you know what I'm saying? And then she put me on, it was like the management shit, doing her road management. The guy that put me on, he moved again. So, it was just a matriculation up.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because and it all still plays a part. Like, because the music you helping her with music, or you did in the past, and then you still in it because you're still traveling with her to this day.
Yeah, that's family. That's like my sister. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, whatever she need me to do.
Yeah. What's a day in the studio like for you?
I'm only in here like if I want to work with a client or things like that. Other than that, my engineers are in here killing it. And so for me, typical day of doing music is whatever day I feel inspired to do it, then I'll just go in my room, cook up, do what I, figure everything out and put it together like that. And then I might come here to do like the listening session or, reference my mixes on different speakers and things like that. But that's pretty much what I do now.
Yeah, so do you write at all? Or like do you get in the booth and you just go?
Nah, I don't write, but I don't I'm not freestyling all the way through either. What I basically do is, if it's depending on what kind of song it is, like if it's like a sample, like I'm doing a rap song with a sample on it or something, I might just chop the sample and loop the sample, and then just start freestyling, and then take different bits and pieces of what I freestyled, and then put it all together. But I like doing it that way because, like, if I spend that whole time making it, because I make the beats too, so
Exactly.
as a producer and an artist, that's a little tricky too, because like after you really finish making the beat, it's like I don't even want to rap on it right now. I don't want to rap on it.
So how you stay motivated?
That's what I say. I'll just get like the basic part of the song
and come
real
back.
quick. It might take me like 3 minutes to cut something to loop it or put a little drum pattern on it to get the tempo and everything going with the music behind it. And then I'll just go from there, like, to stay in that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'll add everything later. Like, I'll go play the bass and the keys, or add extra drums or percussion, whatever I need to do. I'll do that after I get the main part of the beat looped, and then I'll get my lyrics down, and then I'll clean everything up.
Can you walk us through like your creative process when you like writing lyrics or composing any other music?
Depending on how I feel, I'll either start by like playing music myself. Like I like to start with a piano sound, because I think for me piano gives me it just gives me like the base of a song, and then I could change the piano sound chords or whatever I choose. I could change it after, but if I'm doing that, I'll start with the piano. I'll try to figure out like a chord progression, throw a quick little melody line in there or something like that, and then I'll either start rapping right then, and I'll start looping that, and then I'll just start rapping whatever comes in my head, or I might add a little bit of drums on that. The other way is like if I heard I grew up listening to a lot of good music. My parents had a great music collection, you know what I mean? So if I hear something from back in the day that inspires me, then I'll like cut that sample and then do the same thing. Like I'll either add a little bit of drums, or I'll just start rapping and then come back and do everything later. And for me, I don't stop. I'll just keep, I'll rap. And even if I say some dumb shit, I'll just keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
to
get in the vibe, get it out, just say what's on my mind, and then that's it.
How you come up with like the ideas for like a song or like an album in general? Like how you come up with that?
I really don't. I think I try to just allow it to come to me. You know what I mean? Like this new album, I got a couple albums that I put together that I haven't released yet, and I'm working on something now.
Oh yeah.
But one of my last albums, Hard to Forget, Easy to Remember. Instagram, it was a girl on there, and she said it'll be hard to forget me. Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know this girl from a can of paint.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Something.
But it sparked something like hard to forget. And then I was just thinking like, what's a cool way to, freak that? And it was like hard to forget, easy to remember. Like, it was just trying to think of like something like, so just little stuff like that. And I'll take my cues and go from there. That's pretty much how I do it.
Yeah. Do you have like a challenging story, even if it's something like you try to perform and you couldn't perform, or if you had a song or like writer's block?
Well, one of the biggest challenges for me was like transitioning, because like, I started a long time ago, so the music changed. It's the music I grew up listening to and trying to do.
Difference. Yeah.
And so, so trying to transition that sound into a modern, something that can relate still without a nigga being like, oh, that's that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all of that. That's a tough thing to do, really, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people fail at it, you know what I mean? And I just think I got my own formula for me that works for me. I believe it works for me. So, but that was a little complicated, you know what I'm saying? Like having to switch the cadences and learn how to make it sound like you're not forcing it and all that.
Today's music at the same time.
Yeah. That was a problem.
I get that. Okay. So what advice would you give someone who, younger, coming up, trying to make the beats, trying to rap also, because you rap on your own beats?
I mean, do what you love, and I always, I'm not to sound cliche, like I never really made music for anybody else other than myself. You know what I mean? It's like, what do I want to hear? You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, that was part of the tricky thing with trying to like fit all of that into making the music sound more modern. It's like, I don't want to, certain things I don't want to rap about that might be popular, shit like that. So the advice I would give is just be yourself, do what you love to do, stay consistent at it, and don't overthink it. Like, I think a lot of people overthink. Like, chasing perfection is one thing, but understanding you're not perfect is another. You know what I mean? So when you I've been people that haven't put a song out that they did like 6 months ago because they trying to, I don't like the word, what I mean? It's like, like, just put that shit out, nigga. Like, get it out. That's cool.
Yeah, because I was going to ask next, like, what was like the most important thing that you learned throughout your career?
Put God first.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So tell us about a song that inspired you, like that you wrote. Is all of them your favorite, huh?
Nah. I got a lot of throwaways that like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But the joint I did, that I produced, me and Corey Baker back in the day for one of Mo's projects, I think I was really, really, really excited about that because that was Mo and Trina on the song. You know what I'm saying? And this was, a long time ago, so that was like a kind of a big deal for me.
It was a big deal.
And shout out to Corey Baker. We put that song together, and then Mo did her thing, and Trina, I guess she sent the verse in or whatever. However, they did that back then. But that was kind of like the where I felt like I actually really produced something that was significant, something like that.
All right, so I appreciate you taking the time out talking with us today.
Yeah, no doubt.
Time for you to show us around and let's show this creative process you got going on.
I appreciate it. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah. Addy Mag. What am I doing?
Hey, I just took a shot, I stick around, see if it lands. Put a little work in, I got dirty on my hands. Always sturdy where I stand, I never folded. I kept my business on the low, I never told it. I ain't got no CCW, but I still told it. Nigga, I'm so goated. Why you hating on me? What's the motive? If I'm a bitch, then come and take it off me if I own it. Niggas die for getting caught up in that moment.
If I say it, then they quote it. Try to beat me and they own it. It ain't easy. Nah, it ain't easy.
Niggas playing games, nobody wanna play like it's Parcheesi. Why you taking aim, not even in my lane, nigga, you pee me.
Put you niggas on the wall like it's graffiti. I'ma take it all, I'm feeling greedy, yeah.
Picture me rolling, nigga, holler when you see me.
Ain't no love, they only call me when they need me.
I'm the first place you couldn't stop me if you tried.
Nigga, all that tough talking, but nobody ever died.
Hey, I always been 100, I ain't never switch a side. I'm just out here getting money.
I got money on the
You from the nigga
to the job, to the house, to the pal.
Then I turn that shit plural, nigga, we ain't make a sound.
You know how it go, sometimes you up, then you down.
Ain't no love in the city, if you slip, then you drown. Niggas stick to the code, pay it if you owe. I always been 100
Through the highs and the lows,
my time keeps slipping.
I'm fighting from getting old. Fighting demons is fighting to get my soul. That bolt locked when I sleep. 2 guns loaded on the go, I'm ready. From the artillery. I don't think I ever go to sleep without it. Outside at night with the creeps. Let the roof lane, then I speed. Bad little shit. Nah, bring it back, bring it back. That bolt locked when I sleep. 2 guns loaded on the go, I'm ready. Heavy on the artillery. I don't think I'll ever go to sleep without it. 2 guns locked when I sleep. 2 guns loaded on the go, I'm ready. Heavy on the artillery. I don't think I'll ever go to sleep without it. Alright, that's good. Keep that one.
That's what I'm talking about. Shit.